Good afternoon, I'm Landon with Merman Press. Today we're going to talk about this British military belt kit that I've been trying out for a while. I've been loading it up a few different ways. I'm just going to go through kind of what I got in it for my little day hike with my photographer here.
And I'm a damn good one.
Photographer's here. So I'm just going to open this up, show you kind of where I'm at. If you know where I'm at, you're following me too closely and I need you to, pertain to the restraining order. So, you water dog now, son. So this is it. This is British style military kit. This exactly wasn't issued, but issued stuff looked very similar, if not exactly like this, minus a tag. Okay, so this would be considered more of a officer's kit. I'll show you why here in a moment. But this sits about kind of the small of your back. The British wear Bergens with this. This is held together. It doesn't have buckles. It has a belt and a tension buckle, so you can pull it and loosen it as you walk. This is called a yoke. These are not suspenders. It's got some molly on it, so you can strap packs or shovels or whatever to it. And then it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 connection rings to the actual belt itself, and I had to put those on myself. It came in pieces, so I had to tie the yoke in myself, and it comes with rings underneath it, so you can tie ponchos and whatnot underneath it. It comes with 3 rings on the bottom, and the way this is separated out, for a full combat load, right, you can put 6 rifle mags in here. It's got 3 canteen pouches is what they're called, and this is just kind of a big general purpose / belt fed pouch. I tied some rope on there just to see what it was like attaching something on top of it today. I'm not a mountaineer. I don't tie my rope up nice like everybody else. It's got some gear rings, and it's got Velcro under the flaps. It's got a lot of value per the real estate you're getting. It's got a very big spongy pad on the back with kind of some waterproof material around it. And through my testing, I found this thing dries super quick. I'm not a big fan of DPM or multicam, the British call it DPM. But this material is actually kind of soft, and it's quiet when it's rubbing up against other things. And it also doesn't have a lot of shine to it. I was kind of worried about getting new stuff and I didn't know if I'd have to spray paint this or anything. But anyway, I'll start from this side and work my way over. What is it, buddy? We're not moving? Is that what it is? But I'll start from this side and move my way over. I have my Ranger beads on my yoke. I got a big coil of rope just to see what it's like today. It's tied on the 2 middle rings by another piece of paracord. All right, so in the first pocket, got 3 rifle mags fully loaded. It's got rubber on the underside of these. The pocket is not coated all the way around with this, but it does have kind of the spongy material from the pad. It also has a drain hole in the bottom, but it holds those mags kind of, bullet to the front or towards you kind of ways. It's got Velcro and a snap buckle. Got 3 rifle mags in here. In this one, I've got a 16-ounce Nalgene water bottle. If you don't have a 16-inch or 16-ounce water bottle from Nalgene, I painted this one. I put tape over the measurement marks and then painted it. These, I followed someone on Instagram and they started talking about them fitting into rifle mags easier and not being so hard to get in and out of pouches. So far it's right, but it fits in that rifle mag pouch almost seamlessly. And again, that one has Velcro and snap. On the outside of the first canteen pouch, I actually have my Mora Garberg. It's in the webbing. There's webbing on a couple of these pockets, but it's mainly for a bayonet, you can tell. So plastic buckles for the canteen pouches with Velcro. The lids are kind of tapered at the top, so when you fold it back, when you fold it back over stuff, it doesn't go all the way over. I've got my Pathfinder School canteen cup here in the bottom. A Nalgene water bottle, which I'm going to take a swig right now. Oh yeah. And it fits in there pretty nice and snug. That's the, that's the 32-ounce bottle. Right. And when it comes back over, there is tension on the buckles. It's got long tails on it. You can actually tension this down pretty far. In the middle, I try not to put a water pouch in case I want to lean up against something. So I've got an MRE, got my coffee pouch, and a orange poncho, using that for signaling or just emergency, shelter in case my photographer needs needs to get out of the rain.
Quite rude.
Shut up. And then I've got, in the third, I've got my Grail water filter, which this is still kind of being tested for me. I don't know if it's going to end up in any kit yet, with a Millbank bag, if you know what these are. Millbank bag is a kind of a pre-filter, which from what I hear about these Grail filters, these are almost a necessity to make these live long. But as you can see, that Grail bottle is fairly tall. So when I fold this over, I'm not engaging that Velcro, which is fine. That long tail on that pouch allows me to kind of put oversized items in there. And when I come around to the front, there's also like a little multi-tool pouch, mag pouch kind of thing on this side. On this side, I've got my Sun 2 compass in the front pouch. It is designated as a compass pouch on the manual. So on this I've seen it called several things. It's the officer's pouch, a general purpose pouch, a belt-fed pouch. The reason they call it a belt-fed pouch is because I actually silenced this zipper pull a little bit, but it's got a big zipper in the top, so you can actually pull rings of ammunition out of this if you needed to, or just general access to stuff inside. But it's got 2 buckles. It's got the rubberized coating on the inside with Velcro, and inside, I've got my carry for the day, which y'all know. I got some fire starters. I just wanted to throw some things in here, a boo-boo kit, because me and my photographer are fairly accident prone. Got my little sear kit, which we'll go over that at some point in the future. Now I've got a couple different things here. I've got this fire stick, ferro rod, is one I can like put around my neck. I'm just leaving it in here for now. A neck gaiter. And then my big fire rod. This one stays in the kit, and I've got an Exotac kind of fire starter thing here with my net gaiter. I have a second net gaiter that is wrapped around my signal mirror. Signal mirrors, they're cheap. You can put them everywhere, and they're pretty easy to learn how to use. So having some kind of signaling device is going to matter. I have other signaling devices in here. We will go over that kit someday. That is a work of art, in my opinion. Roll of electrical tape, my spoon. This is just for scraping stuff, cleaning out bottles in my cup and stirring things. And a notebook. I got a pencil in there, and a bandana. I don't think y'all need to see that stuff. So, this is just a little day hike we came out here to do. I didn't think that we'd be needing the whole kit and caboodle, but I did want to throw some weight in this thing, see how it handled it. Again, this is kind of, number 7 or 8 for this. So militarykit.com, man, it's a British company. It took me about a month to get this. It took a while. I think customs got a little weirded out with it being labeled as like military kit, basically the label for the company. So one thing I will say about this kit, it sits wonderfully on your back. The weight is distributed evenly through the yoke, especially when you start getting wild with the tension. It's got 2 front tensioners you can pull up and down on. As long as this back of the yoke isn't touching your neck, it's give your neck some breathing room under it like that. This thing can be adjusted to become super comfortable, and it's even got a drag handle so you can pick it up. And I mean, I've loaded this thing down right now as far as this thing can hold, and it can hold some more weight. If I put 3 more loaded mags in there, I could probably shove another MRE. If I cut down 2 MREs, I could shove those in there, get some heavier duty or bigger water bottles even, and then load this full of maps and a pistol mag and Leatherman and all kinds of things. This thing can hold up 30 pounds, probably no problem, and you could still put on a light backpack on top of it. So I've been a big fan of this. I think I paid somewhere in the realm of like $150. I think it was like 110 pounds is how it kind of worked out in Britain, but I think it was like $150 for me. So go check it out, militarykit.com. I'll put the link in the description for this. And my photographer can tell you that I'm always rucking, I'm always wearing something.
Can confirm.
See? So always having something on and testing it out, and gets me outside. Try your stuff on. Don't just take the word from somebody you see on the internet. Get it, test it. One complaint I have about this kit, it makes it hard to wear American style surplus backpacks and things, which I did not think about when I bought this. I thought this was going to be a standalone thing. Well, it can't hold enough. Sometimes you need a day pack. Second, this thing is not made for vehicle-borne operations. You can't just go sit in your truck for 10 minutes and go duck hunting with this thing on. Now, you might have to, throw it around the front or whatever. There's always a workaround, but it is not meant for that. This is meant for pushing some weight in a combat environment, somewhat of a distance. And guess what? It can sustain you for a little bit. So if you got any suggestions for gear you want me to try out in this thing, let me know. If you have one and you got a way you store things on it, let me know. I'm working on the Patreon. I know I've been saying that for a few videos now. I've got several people who want some exclusive things, and that's what I'm going to do on there. So I'll probably have exclusive live streams for sure, and some exclusive videos. And I'm deciding on a lecture series that I want to do, and I'll release them to YouTube in time after they've had their time on Patreon. So go check that out when that's ready. Check me out on Instagram, Myrmidon_press, all lowercase. I stream on there all the time. Be posting pictures from today on there, probably to announce this video. So go check that out as well. Hug your families. All right, it's getting close to the holiday season. You need to check on your families. You need to hug them. Let them know you're there. And if you can't see them, give your fucking mother a phone call on Christmas if you can't see her. Okay, my boys in the military know. I will, and all of my guys I served with know, I will remind you to call your mother on every holiday, because that's exactly what you need to be doing. So hug your families, find out what's killing you, kick its ass, stay safe. Thanks, folks.